This attic apartment showed a lot of potential, but it had its issues. When we enter the apartment, we are greeted by a small room with a total of 6 doors. The space is small, closed from natural light, and worst of all, houses the boiler out in the open. The bedroom is large, has some storage, and also serves as the dedicated office space of the apartment. There is nothing majorly wrong with the bedroom except that the space is not used efficiently, which is what we will tackle. This means that there's a lot of empty space, but it's also lacking in storage. Along with the entryway, the bathroom is the most problematic space of the apartment. The slope of the roof means that the shower is virtually unusable to most people, as there is no space to stand up without hitting one's head. Other than the dangerous bathtub-shower combination, the space is fine and fairly functional. Next, we enter into the small kitchen. The space has a small dining corner, a fridge, a dishwasher, and an oven. However, there's very little counter space and the kitchen isn't really functional. The advantage of the kitchen is that it's separate and has its own window, but for cooking, that's about all there is. Finally, we enter the living room. The space is functional and large enough to be a nice living room, but not particularly inviting in its current state. However, as said before, the biggest issues are the entryway and the bathroom, followed by the kitchen. How can we make this into an inviting space that is lighter, easier to navigate, and overall just more functional? In plan, we see that the entrance is an awkward and tight transitional space that needs to be simplified. The bathroom and kitchen will stay where they are, but they also need to be improved. We can also see that the bedroom is nearly the same size as the living room, but that the space is underused. The apartment used to be an Airbnb for a long time, and the owners wanted to move into it permanently, making it their home. In temporary accommodation, most of these issues would seem minor, but having to live with them daily, year after year, doesn't make it a very comfortable or functional apartment. And of course, we have a different expectation for the decoration and for the feel of an Airbnb apartment and a home. After removing the internal walls, we are left with a large empty space that only has one column, a few beams, and the slant of the ceiling, limiting the options. As usual, we decided to keep the bathroom and the kitchen in their original places to reduce costs. After the transformation, the entryway only has 4 doors rather than the 6 initial ones. One of the doors is now a glass door, allowing natural light into the space and helping people entering the space navigate it more easily. The closet was replaced by a special storage wall with custom built-in doors that help make the space more usable and inviting. We also added a tall mirror to further increase the light in the space, as well as to be able to take one final look before leaving the apartment. The bedroom layout mostly stayed the same, but we did add a storage wall, some custom furniture, and placed a desk in front of the window to maximize the amount of natural light to the workspace, as well as to be able to enjoy the views while working. The bathroom was shuffled around, and as the apartment building was preparing for a renovation of the roof around the same time anyway, we managed to make the window larger to allow a full-height shower where the toilet used to be located. We also moved the boiler and added a washing machine into the tall cupboard in the corner to have all these functions in the same wet space. The dining space was moved into the now larger living room, and the furniture layout was changed to make better use of the space. Finally, we made the kitchen smaller, mirrored the existing layout to increase storage, and added sliding doors to visually connect the space, but to offer the possibility to separate it when necessary during cooking, whether for odors or for sounds. So now, when we enter the apartment, we are greeted by a cleaner space. We immediately know where the main living space is thanks to the glass door. We have some natural light, and the ugly boiler is gone. On top of this, we have a custom storage wall where custom doors hide coats, shoes, bags, and more. The bedroom is now more functional, offers more space to tidy clothes and other belongings, and has an office space with plenty of natural light and a view. The custom furniture make the best use of the space, and now we really have a cozy bedroom to curl up and listen to the raindrops hitting the roof. However, the biggest transformation after the entrance area really is the bathroom. Thanks to the larger window, we managed to have a full-height shower space in the tub. The bathtub still allows enjoying a soak in the cold winter evenings, all while enjoying the view of the sky through the new larger window. The new cupboard hides the washing machine and the boiler, making the space cleaner and more thought out. The kitchen and living room were split differently to make circulation easier. The dining area was made larger and moved to the main living room to make hosting more enjoyable. The living room layout was slightly changed to make the most use of the space. We managed to keep the couch and the lounge chair from before, but adding some more contrast, plants, and more personal artwork helped make the space feel more like a home. The kitchen is closed off with 2 sliding glass doors to keep sound and smell away from the living space when necessary. They can be opened when the person cooking wishes to participate in the conversation. The improved kitchen now has more storage, more counter space, and a full-height fridge freezer to make cooking easier. With this transformation, the owners found a new home in an apartment that served as temporary accommodation for a long time. How about you? Do you prefer having an open or closed kitchen? Would you have kept the tub or just put in a shower? Let us know in the comments below. If you like this kind of content and want to be among the first to hear of a new video being published, please subscribe. And don't hesitate to reach out if you have a living space in need of a transformation. We'd love to take a look and see if we can help you. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next one.